92 points and 25 assists, 38 rebounds and 63 assists, and finally 50 rebounds and 50 assists. This is what it takes to be a top 5 player on NBA 2K24. Or at least that's how it would be if the event was fair. We just got 92 points and 25 assists while going 30 of 35 from 3. Let's see what we got. 38,000 event points. Okay, not bad. Nah, I just went crazy. 41 rebounds and 55 assists. What'd I get this time? 56,000 event points and we are officially on the leaderboard. 38 rebounds and 63 assists later, we are in 3rd place after a dominant 76 point and 21 assist performance while going 23 of 25 from 3. We have officially taken 1st place in the event with about an hour left. Wait, hold up. 4 of the top 5 people on the leaderboard are in the exact same game, getting 300 points and 120 assists each. This is 4K! 2K, they are literally boosting in broad daylight. Whatever, it's fine. The top 5 win this event and we are in 5th place with the timer counting down, which means we have officially won the top 5 event. Wait, why did the timer just reset? They just added 24 more hours to this event. Never in 2K history have they randomly added more time to a leaderboard event. Bro, the boosters just knocked me out of top 5. 2K, I had 63 assists and 38 rebounds and got 58,000 event points. How are they getting 90,000 event points every single game? The only way that's possible is if they are boosting, and we have proof. I just put up Wilt Chamberlain numbers and dominated this entire event for 16 hours straight. I will find a way to win this event. What's up, Simply Squad? It's your boy, Event Winner Grinding, and I need y'all to drop a like right now, because the second this video hits 1,000 likes, I'll show y'all how I also won the first 2K League event on NBA 2K24. By the way, that event is still going, and I'm trying to carry some of y'all to a win. So if you want to play with me, drop a comment with your gamer tag or your PSN and the position you play. And after 16 hours of grinding, I have officially won the top 5 event and got my unlimited dunking boost. And let me be the first one to tell you, it was not easy. I had to put up generational Wilt Chamberlain-like numbers, compete with literal boosters who were scoring 300 points a game by matching into lobbies with their friends. And on top of all that, deal with the scrutiny from ignorant people on Twitter who had absolutely no idea what they were talking about, but still decided that I was the villain of this story. You heard that right. In the middle of my 16-hour grind, I was getting accused of boosting as well because my stat lines were that insane. Me, a person who has never boosted an event in his entire life. The Twitter casuals played judge, jury, and executioner and decided that I was guilty as well because if they're not good enough to get the stat lines I was getting, there's no way that I'm good enough to get the stat lines I was getting. So today, not only am I gonna show y'all exactly how my games played out, not only am I gonna prove my innocence by showing you exactly how I got my stat lines, toxic grinding is also gonna come out after every single game, and we're gonna call out each and every dumbass on Twitter one by one. And let me give y'all a little taste of what's to come. Let's start with this guy right here. He says, you really think during a live rec event session that the servers would ever be dead enough that 2 groups of friends could match into each other? You're coping mad hard, just accept your L and move on. So for those of y'all that don't know, people have been boosting for years, and the way they do it is by going to Asia servers where there's barely anybody on the server ever and queuing up at the same time with a group of 10 people. And it's fine not to know that. I wouldn't expect a casual player to know that, but to speak like you know everything on a subject you know nothing about is just plain ignorant. So I decided to have a little fun with this guy. I replied with a screenshot that showed 4 of the top 5 event winners having 300 points and 120 assists each, which obviously proved that they were boosting. So since he couldn't refute that anymore, he decided to respond with, if he knows about this Asia method, why doesn't he just do it too? He doesn't deserve to be top 5 because he refuses to boost boost just like them. So first I'm a booster and I don't deserve my win, and now because I won't boost, I don't deserve my win. You see what I've been dealing with? And y'all, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Trust me, after every game, we're gonna get into more people like this. But for now, let me show y'all how I was putting up generational stat lines in this event. Alright y'all, here we go. The method I used to get such crazy stat lines during this event. Now right here, we're only a couple games into the event, so we don't really know the absolute best method to getting the most event points possible. Don't worry, we'll get there. But our strategy going into the event was basically we're gonna play defense like normal, and we're gonna secure our lead over the other team. But the second the other team puts up a shot, I need to take off on the break, and once I catch the ball, my one and only goal needs to be dishing an assist to one of my teammates. And the reason for that is because we're going for Mamba Takeover. If y'all don't know, Mamba Takeover gives you access to every single takeover in the entire game. So I literally have playmaking takeover, sharpshooting takeover, defense and rebounding takeover, and physicals takeover on my brand new 6'4" demigod build. And you know I'm gonna go absolutely crazy with all those takeovers. Now, not only did I need to get Mamba Takeover, I needed to get Mamba Takeover as fast as possible. This event only cares about two things: how many stats you put up and how efficient you are while doing it. That's right, if you put up 100 points while shooting 200 shots, your event points will suffer. And at the same time, if you get 50 assists with 45 turnovers, your event points are gonna take a hit. So there's a lot of pressure on me to win this event. I have to put up generational stat performances while barely ever messing up. One misclick on my X button, one mistimed pass because I pressed my A button a little too late, and I'm steady losing valuable event points. Now, me and my teammates aren't perfect. Sometimes we miss wide open jump shots just like you. Honestly, the only difference between us and you is that we know life this game like 12 hours a day, which means we know every single shot timing in the entire game. And more importantly, we know exactly when each shot timing is going to happen. Those speed up animations and gathers you be getting when you play NBA 2K24, we've seen those animations 1,000 times. Every single person on this team can recognize when they're getting a slow or sped up shot just before the shot goes up and green it regardless. And y'all will see that to be true in the fourth quarter. Now I'm gonna just be straight up. I end this game with 92 points and 25 assists. But at halftime, I only have 23 points and 11 assists, which means I have to more than quadruple my points and get double my assists in just 2 quarters. So let me show y'all how I pulled that off. To start the third quarter, I got about 31% of my Mamba Takeover left over, so if my teammates are wide open, I'ma hit them, but other than that, I'm shooting everything and anything I can get, and I go up a massive 9 points in just a minute. Now that's a pretty good pace, but we're gonna have to be even faster if we want to reach 92 points at the end of this game. Now y'all, I have the extender perk on, which means my Mamba Takeover is gonna last way longer than it normally would. And you can see that I'm taking full advantage. With only 11% in my Mamba bar, I get 2 assists with my playmaking takeover and get a buzzer beater 3 with 0% left on my sharp take to get 35 points and 14 assists. Now y'all already know the method. Once my Mamba runs out, I'm already back dishing assists, trying to get it activated again as soon as possible. And I might be a little too good at getting Mamba Takeover because I lost it with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter, and I have it again a minute later. Now drop a like on the video if you can relate to this. When I have Takeover, I am a completely different player. I go from a casual fat ass playing at your local YMCA to the NBA's #1 draft pick with a click of a button. I'm telling you, it's a night and day difference. And that's just because that's how the game is designed to be. But you can see, once I activate Take, I'm shooting fades, I'm pulling it from deep, I'm doing everything I can to rack up points, and we end the third quarter with 47 points and 20 assists. Now, like I said, I end this game with 92 points, which means for that to happen, I have to score 45 points in a single quarter, aka 9 points a minute. And I spend the first minute of this quarter accomplishing that goal and getting to 56 points with 4 minutes left. And remember when I said that I know every single shot animation in this entire game? In this single quarter, you will see me green every single shot animation there is in NBA 2K24. You're gonna see me green gathers, fades, speed ups, contested shots, shots from deep. You're gonna see me green it all. And every single one of of these shots has a different timing. Now, once I get my 9 points in the 4th minute of this quarter and reach 65 points for the game, the other team just starts spamming their timeouts. I don't know if they're mad at us, I don't know if they're mad at their teammates, but I'm not gonna lie, I get it. We are basically doubling their points. Matchmaking in this game kind of failed them. They are completely outmatched. But hey, like y'all like to say, that sounds like a skill issue to me. That ain't my problem. I will help y'all get better on 2K till the day I die. But if you get matched up against me, it is no mercy 100% of the time. Spam up facts in the comments if that's a W mentality. Now, the 3rd minute of this quarter, we only get 6 out of the 9 points we would need to reach 92 points in the entire game. There is a minute 42 left on the clock and we are only at 71 points. I thought I had something going for me because the PG on the other team got demoralized and stopped guarding me. But once his teammates seen that, they started double teaming me themselves. A minute 8 left on the clock. We're only at 77 points. They're double teaming me. Every bucket is gonna have to be earned from here on out. And at the same time, believe it or not, I'm not a selfish player in the rec like I am in the park. I could have easily went for 100 this game, but instead I'm throwing passes with 50 seconds left when I'm at 83 points. Now, I guarantee this is gonna be the craziest thing you see today. 23 seconds left on the clock. I'm only at 83 points. They are double teaming me. I cook him up, get to 86. 16 seconds left on the clock. I'm out on the fast break. Get a wide open shot with takeover. Green that one. With 7 seconds left, I run a perfect route, get wide open on the left wing, and finish the game with 92 points in 25 assists while shooting 31 of 36 from the field and 30 of 35 from 3. And the part I'm most proud of is I kept every single one of my teammates involved while I was on PG. Everybody got shots up and everybody was having fun. And what do I get for this monster performance of a game? Only 38,000 event points, which I'm not gonna lie to you, at the time was great. It was enough to land me 2nd place 2 hours into the event, with 1st place being my center and teammate No Truce, which should be a little foreshadowing for y'all on why I hopped on center a little later in this video, but we'll get there. Now, game 2, I wanted to try a different approach. I wanted to see what would happen if I tried to score first and pass second. And you see me greening absolutely everything from crazy front fades to and one jump shots. I was going off this game, just pulling threes in people's eye. Didn't care who was guarding me. I was on fire, and you can see I was shooting a ridiculous percentage from 3. But you can also see that I have 5 turnovers. I was getting baited, throwing Stevies, and you're gonna see how much that affects my score at the end, even though I'm technically having a better start at halftime with 30 points and 11 assists. In the second half was more of the same. I was sticking with this score first strategy to see just how many event points I could rack up. And I'm not gonna lie to you, the shots get crazier and crazier as the game goes on. I'm pulling from deep with no take, I'm pulling from deep with take. They start double teaming me, it doesn't matter, I'm still greening it. I start feeling myself a little bit and start greening fades in their face, hitting turnaround greens, hitting all types of different timing jump shots. I basically just had a dream game for a sharpshooter where I was just shooting lights out. Everything I put up felt like it was going in. And I end this game with 76 points and 20 assists while shooting 26 of 28 from the field and an insane 23 of 25 from the 3. Now, what did that impressive shooting performance get me? Only 27,000 event points, partly because of the 7 turnovers I had, but mostly because playing on a guard was not the way to win this event. I was able to keep my 3rd place spot, but I already got lapped by 1 booster. I could see the rest of them were already starting to catch up, so I decided it was time for a drastic change in my game plan, which started with making a brand new build, specifically a 7'1" inside center build whose main strengths were a 99 offensive rebound to grab every single board, a 92 pass accuracy to launch passes down the court with Hall of Fame break starter, and then a 92 strength, 92 block, and 92 interior defense, so I could absolutely manhandle anybody who tried to get in the way of my rebound, and also be able to hold down the paint just in case anybody tries to test my body. Now, if y'all want to make this build, here are the attributes, but I do recommend that you make my other 7'1" popper build because I feel like that build is just better all around. This build was specifically made to get crazy stat lines in this event, but just in case you want to make this build, you do get shades of Will Chamberlain, which is pretty cool, and this is how I upgraded to 90 overall, just to give y'all a blueprint on what to do. First, first game on my brand new center build, I have 29 assists and 21 rebounds at halftime. And since I'm not taking all the shots anymore, my boy Limitless, who I'm feeding off every defensive rebound, has 69 points, not on purpose by the way, on 24 of 26 shooting at the half. So yeah, I guess you could say the first game on center was going pretty well, considering we're about to flood them by over 100 points in this game. But basically, the strategy is completely flipped. Instead of me being the one to leak, I'm the one securing the rebound, and I'm having every single one of my teammates leak once the shot goes up. And I know my teammates love playing with me on this center build because they were allowed to shoot anything and everything. Because if they missed, I got the rebound. It don't matter. And on the defensive end, every time I got a rebound, I was throwing a 90-mile-per-hour pass to whoever's the most open down the court for a free assist. You can see I am just racking up stats every single possession. I don't think there was a single possession where I didn't get either a rebound or assist. If the yellow team happened to score, I would just get my assist. If they happened to miss, I would get a rebound and an assist every single play. Now you might be thinking, Grindin, this is cool and all, but why wouldn't you just stay on your guard? You were getting points and assists. Wouldn't that matter more than assists and rebounds? I wish that was the case. I ended this game with 55 assists and 41 rebounds and got 56,000 event points. Compare that to every single one of my guard games, and it's not even close, including the guard game where I got 92 points and 25 assists while barely missing any threes whatsoever. Playing center was by far the best method to getting the most points in this event. Unfortunately, like I called before, even after that monster 56k game, I was now in 6th place because the boosters were getting 300 points and 120 assists per game. You can see my score in the top right. I'm at 204,000, so I actually just knocked my boy Double H into 7th place with a score of 203,000. My bad, Double H. And I'm not gonna lie to you, the difference in my score between everybody else who's playing legit in this event is gonna get wild by the time I finish my 5 center games, because fun fact, I was the only person in this entire event who even attempted to play guard legit. Everybody on the leaderboards either was boosting or only played on center from beginning to end because they knew it would increase their points if they did. I didn't know that, so I played my main position, which was point guard, and then I switched over to center. Boy, am I glad I did. Another game, another monster performance for center grinding. I have 32 assists and 12 rebounds at halftime, and once again, we're on track to flood this team by more than 100. This time, we didn't have our main shooter Limitless on the squad, so the points were distributed more evenly, other than Hyper, who once we were up by 20, literally put his controller down and started watching anime. I'm not kidding. He was playing that shit in the mic. Now, y'all already know the strategy by now. The second they put a shot up, trust that I'm gonna get a rebound over one person, over 2 people, over 3 people. It doesn't matter. Trust that my center build got it, and run the fast break for an easy 2 or an easy 3. If the yellow team happens to score, I'm running point guard with my 7'1" center build that has 0 ball handling but a bunch of playmaking, and I'm gonna be throwing dots to get the free assist. And not only am I gonna be throwing dots, most of the time I'm gonna be throwing dots with Mamba takeover, which means I will have playmaking take and a 102 pass accuracy to throw it right on the money to my teammates and give them the best chance to green the shot. Now y'all, this game right here is what sent Twitter into a frenzy. They couldn't believe my end stat line of this game. I'm not even sure y'all watching this video are gonna believe the end stat line of this game, and y'all are watching it happen right before your eyes. As much as I say that you should make my other 7'1" instead of this one because it's more of an all-around build and it's a popper so it can actually spread the floor, I will say I loved how dominant this build was in the paint, bro. It felt like every rebound was mine. By the end of this event, I had over 15 40+ rebound and 40+ assist game. It literally started to feel like 40 rebounds and 40 assists was just a normal game for me, which is just absolutely insane to say. But after a crazy performance, we end this game off with 63 assists and 30 rebounds. Yeah, you're seeing that right. I assisted on a minimum of 126 points in this game, probably closer to all 168 if we're being honest. And what did that monster performance get me? Actually less than the game I showed you before with a score of 52,300. I still don't know how they weighted these scores. I don't know if rebounds gave more, I don't know if assists gave more. All I know is that I was hooping. Now let me put this into perspective for y'all, right? I just had a 63 assist and 30 rebound game and got 52,300 event points. You mean to tell me that the dumbasses on Twitter thought that there was a legit way someone could average 90,000 event points per game? They would have to average 120 assists and 60 rebounds per game. And do I have to tell y'all that you cannot legitly score 300 points per game in a 5-minute quarter rec game? Just in case I haven't explained it before in this video, they were going into 8 overtimes with a group of friends and padding their stats until they got 90k games 5 games in a row. Now you can see that all of my center games have surpassed every single one of my point guard games except for one point guard game where I got 38,000 points. And that was enough to land me in the top 3 with 30 minutes left in the event, despite every single person in the top 5 other than me was in this screenshot that showed them boosting for 300 points a game. Do y'all know what that means? I was the only legit person in the top 5 and I was in 3rd place despite them literally boosting together. That's how crazy I was going in this event. Now obviously because they are boosting, they got to play one more game than me, and with 1 minute remaining I dropped down to 5th place because all 4 of the boosters take the top 4 spots. But it was fine, as long as I'm in top 5 I win the event, and with 10 seconds left remaining on the clock I thought it was all over and we had secured our boost.
We believe, you know why? God did. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it, my brother.
I mean, they got 15 seconds to get this.
How much is Sirach? No way fucking Sirach is getting 20k.
Nah,
no way he's
not.
getting 20K.
No way the game counts if it doesn't, like, it should end here. Like, it should be done here. They should all get kicked out right here.
No, it should.
It will.
Wait, event ends in 24
Oh, it
hours.
has to be completed.
Hello?
Huh?
What? No.
Wait, what?
No. I'm not doing this again.
No,
Hey,
I'm
Dad,
tired.
you gotta do this again.
I'm tired, 2K. I'm tired.
Wait. Wait, it's glitched. It says it's at 9 p.m. There's no way, right?
Yeah, it has to be
over,
glitched.
right?
On the event schedule, it says 12 hours.
This
but I
is
don't like
probably glitched.
Can they unglitch this
But
shit
if it
before
did it
someone gets
earlier
a
and said
fluke game?
55 hours.
Oh.
Someone's about to get a 60k game.
That was honestly my lowest moment all day. I had just grinded 12 hours straight from when the event started to when the event ended, and 2K decided to just randomly add 24 more hours to the event, even though the schedule said that it was a 12-hour event. To put that into perspective, there has never been a moment in 2K's history where they added more time to a leaderboard event. If y'all couldn't tell from this video, people take leaderboard events on 2K mad seriously, because to win you literally have to spend all day on the game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to. So for them to add more time without saying anything or giving some type of warning, it was gut-wrenching at the time. I'm not gonna lie to you, I really debated not going back into the event because I knew the boosters were gonna lap me and probably even double my score because they were getting double my stats by cheating every single game. But despite all that, even though I just grinded 12 hours straight, I decided to grind 4 more hours and try to beat all of my top scores, and I ended the event with all of my top 5 scores getting more than 50,000 points with a total score of 276,000 points. And to show y'all how crazy that score really is, the next legit person that I could find was Double H, and I'm pretty sure he ended the event with a score of 220,000, or at least something around there. That means that if 2K banned the boosters and removed their scores from the leaderboard, I would have been first place of this entire event by more than 50,000 points. That is literally an entire game's worth of points. That is how much I dominated this event. So for people to go on Twitter and say that I was crying too much and that it's just a game and I should just shut the fuck up, y'all just sounded mad ignorant. First of all, take the video game thing out of it for a second. I don't know about y'all, but if I put 16 hours into anything, I'm damn sure making sure I get my reward for whatever I did. How would y'all feel if you went into your job and worked 16 hours one day and your boss was like, you know what? I don't feel like paying you today. You telling me you would just dab him up and be like, I bet, boss, I'll see you tomorrow? No, you gonna complain to him or you gonna complain to HR and you gonna get your cash. And I would do the same thing. I'm not leaving my job without my cash. I feel like people have different takes on it because it's a video game, but this video game is my job. I really feel like that's where the disconnect is. They really think that I'm just playing this game all for fun and I should just be happy that I'm having fun. It is my way of making a living. I pay my bills with this job. Everything I buy is from this job. So those comments were just ignorant. And what made me sad for these people is that I thought maybe they were just misinformed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's an okay take to have when you really don't have all the information at hand. But what pissed me off is when I explained to them that these people are cheating and I'm not cheating. I put 16 hours into this game. They got on the game for 3 hours, got in a group call with their friends, cheated for 5 games, and took my rewards after I just put all that time in. After I explained all of that to them, they still doubled down and said, nah, you're cheating too. Cry about it, kid. Get better. Stop crying. Lame, dry, hating, ignorant ass people, bro. There's no other way to put it. Now, there I was a day later. This event turned into a whole weekend event for no reason, just out of nowhere. And I went from first place on the leaderboards 2 hours in to 7th place with every single person above me clearly boosting with screenshot proof of them getting 300 points and 120 assists per game. At that point, I gave up. There's no point to keep playing the game if I know I can't even reach 60,000 points legitly, because I would need at least 80 assists and 50 rebounds to do that, which would be absurd. And they're over here getting 90,000 points every single game like it's nothing. So I get off the game, I call it a weekend. I'd done everything I could. I tweeted at 2K, I told them what was going on if they cared. I grinded the event for 16 hours. I played the best games of my entire life and probably the best games I'll play the entire year. I put up stats that were so crazy, people literally thought I would ruin my reputation that I built for 6 years and cheated during the event. There was nothing more I could do. Now, this is where the story takes a turn. A couple days go by and I have to help my friend Solo with a video. So I get on Xbox, we're prepping for the video, we're all talking, just chilling, and then I randomly notice that I have unlimited dunking boosts on my player. So obviously I start freaking out. Everybody in the court starts freaking out. We're all like, yo, what did they do? Did they ban the boosters? And that's exactly what they did. 2K banned the boosters for 2 weeks, which means at least these individual boosters won't be able to compete in the league event this weekend. And they also reset their rep all the way back to Rookie 1. So Counting Guap, one of the most notorious boosters in the entire community, posted a screenshot of him quote unquote winning the event, entitled it legit Xbox winner. But if you look at this screenshot, he is now a Rookie 1, which means he got banned and got his rep reset. And on top of that, we already knew he wasn't legit because there's literally a screenshot of him and the other first 4 losers on the top 5 event boosting in this screenshot where they have 300 points and 120 assists. But the point is, 2K actually did it. They banned the boosters and they rewarded the people who won legit. From the top of my head, I know 3 of the top 5 winners. It was me in first place with 276,000 points, Double H in second place with between 220 and 240,000 points, and my center No Truce with around 200,000 points. So again, I won the entire event by a clear margin. I got first place, but my boys also ate and got second and third place. So it's a real happy ending for everybody, except for the Twitter dumbasses, because after I got my rewards, I took to Twitter and said, first Xbox legit winner, I got my unlimited dunk boost. And some of the comments were just in pure denial, saying, no, you boosted too, which I don't know how I boosted. If 2K gave me the rewards, I didn't get banned. Not to mention, I'm keeping the footage of every single game I recorded in this video, just in case anybody wants to see them. And then other people try to spin the narrative that this man cried for boost. No, you Twitter dumbasses, I didn't cry for boost. What I did wasn't even crying at all. What I did was exposing people for cheating. I don't know why these dudes are rooting for the boosters. The only logical reason I can think that they're supporting these boosters boosters is that they're trying to boost too. They're the ones that are paying these boosters, trying to win events later on in the year. But I'm happy to say, if you're one of those people that likes to boost these events, 2K will probably ban you afterwards. And I'm not gonna lie to you, the boosters that got banned this event, I know you're watching this video, a lot of your friends don't like you because they were the ones DMing me every single screenshot that y'all was boosting off. I'm just saying, I got like 12 DMs being like, yo, look at this, bro. They got 300 points and 120 assists in Asia. But the moral of this story, y'all, is that we legitly grinded this event. And not only did we get rewarded for it, but the people who cheated during this event got punished so bad they won't be able to compete in the next one. So hopefully there will be another video of me winning another event coming out next week. If y'all don't want to miss out on that, make sure you drop a like, drop a sub with notifications on. If you watch to the end, spam up event winner grinding in the comments so I know you made it to the end. I spent a lot of time on this video, so if y'all enjoyed it, man, please let me know in the comments. I want to know what y'all think. But anyways, y'all, that's pretty much it. Here are some more screenshots of games I went crazy, and like I said, I had over like 15 to 20 games where I had like 40 points and 40 assists. It started to get common to me. That sounds like a humble brag, but honestly, bro, I played the game for 16 hours straight. It was bound to happen in some of these games. Like, I'm telling you, I wasted that whole day on this game, and now I don't regret it at all because I got to do my job. I got to entertain y'all a little bit, and I got to tell y'all a nice little story in my own way. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching. I love you all, and as always, keep grinding.
Ballin', 2K we never be falling. Rachel she never be calling. Still hitting shots while they steady be taunting. Ballin', 2K we never be falling. Rachel she never be calling. Still hitting shots while they steady be ballin'. 2K we never be falling. Rachel she never be calling. Still